In the Buddha's path, he uses wisdom to get us out of greed, hatred and delusion. Once a Brahmin visited the Buddha and he tells him, "Respectable Gautama, the places or abodes you dwell in are very difficult for those who have not developed enough concentration. They will rob a person of his mind if he is not good in concentration." Then the Buddha tells the Brahmin that whoever lacks in morality, whoever lacks in emotional intelligence, and whoever lacks in mental skills generally is robbed off by the wilderness of his senses and discrimination. But he said that because he had all the good qualities of mind even before becoming a Buddha, he had no dread of wilderness. Then he tells that Brahmin of his own experience how he came out of fear. If you rely upon a religion, it gives you a concept, it tells you there is a God who is omnipotent and who is ever ready to protect those who believe in him, and he does not care those who do not believe in him. Confidence in God or faith in God or devotion to God itself is an emotion. Because they have that particular emotion, because they get immersed in that particular emotion, they will be certainly out of the other emotions, as I told earlier. But the way the Buddha uses to gain emotional intelligence is to face emotions as they are, without adding anything to them and without deleting anything which belongs to them. One faces them, one is mindful of them as it is, and then slowly and slowly he understands the process of emotions and he comes out of the emotions. The Buddha tells his own experience which he had before his enlightenment. He says that even though he thought that he had no causes to be afraid of anything because of his virtue and concentration and wisdom, he wanted to test himself. So, he went into wilderness during the nights which were dreaded by all the people. The nights that were supposed to be very dangerous. And then the Buddha says, there would be some or the other noise. A wild animal would pass by, and there was the rustle of leaves due to wind. All those noises were very distracting and frightening. The Buddha says Whenever such a thing happened, he used to face it. Suppose he was doing walking meditation and something that may arouse fear happens, then he would not stand, he would not sit down, or he would not lie down. He would continue only walking till that fear ceases to exist. If he was doing sitting meditation and if something happens that may arouse fear, he would not lie down, he would not stand, and he would not commence walking. In this way, whatever the posture might be, whether it was a standing posture, a sitting posture, or a supine posture, or even walking, he used to maintain the same disposition of the body till that particular emotion of fear vanished. Whenever we react to any emotion, we add to it. Whenever we run away from emotions, we continue them. The only way to come out of emotions is by facing them. The first thing is that you should not change your posture. You have to retain the posture in which you are. Then you face the emotion by experiencing the stress reaction which is produced by that emotion, which is feeling. Instead of thinking about your emotions, you have to start feeling them. You are sitting in a chair and suddenly there is an emotional outburst. You stick to your chair and you keep watching the sensations which are generated by that particular emotion. Perhaps you may feel them in your face, perhaps you may feel them in your ears, perhaps you may feel them in your throat, perhaps you may feel them in your heart.